Hey everybody, this is your daily dose of all things royal.
Yes, of course Trump is divisive. Think about just female voters alone, right? I mean, like, I think it was in 2012, like, the Republican Party lost the female vote by 12 points. That's a huge number. And with this...
Welcome back, my gorgeous, good-looking friends. Many of you most likely have seen this clip by now with Meghan on the nightly show on Comedy Central with Larry Wilmore. The filming and airing of this segment was done on May 4, 2016, which would mean Meghan literally just met Harry, if we are to go by the narrative that she met Harry when he came to Toronto on May 2nd for Invictus. Now, keep in mind, she was still dating Corey Vitiello and was relatively still unknown by many people here in the United States. I know many of you, including myself, wish that we could go back to a time where Meghan Markle was unknown. But anyhow, we're here, and I thought it would be fun for us to go back in time and take a look at the full segment of this clip because I doubt many of you have seen it. And I think we all need a good laugh. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it was Meghan that initially put out this 25-second clip of her talking about Donald Trump and asserting herself as a strong female woman who has her own opinions. And this is what makes her so different. And this was the narrative that was being spun at the time when people found out that she was dating Harry. And all of a sudden now we painted this modern woman who was very much independent and was holding her own. It was evident that she was trying really hard to appear as if she was some type of intellect and knew what she was talking about when it came to politics. What many don't know, and I think this was done on purpose with the clip that was released, was that this was a panel discussion and there were other people in this conversation. And of course, Meghan being Meghan didn't like to have to share the spotlight, in which you can see that she was trying to outdo the other speakers. Take a look.
Welcome back. I'm here with my panel person, Nightly Show contributor Ricky Velez and Nightly Show contributor Francesca Ramsey.
Now, I don't know who those two people are. I think that they're just contributors for the show to sit on this panel with Meghan. Lucky them.
And she stars in the show Suits, which returns to USA this summer. And she's the global ambassador for World Vision. Actress Meghan Markle, everybody. My question is, how is this Trump train going to be stopped?
And right here is where the competition begins. Meghan was literally about to speak, but then Francesca jumps in, as she is also a strong female who starts to take the spotlight away. And what we see here is Meghan trying to chime in, adding her stupid fake laughs and drawing attention to herself. I mean, it's so funny to see Meghan squirm in her seat, literally, because she wants the mic.
Oh my God, I need all hands on deck. Everyone, America, you need to get your together, break the glass, Amber Alert, Red Alert.
I don't know who is more annoying, this woman or Meghan. And this guy sitting next to her is no better. Listen to him now. Sounds like he's high as a kite.
Stop this, but we need to start thinking
I
seriously.
thought it up. I know how to stop it. We just got to make the doorknobs at the White House too big so his little hand can't open it. Little Trump hand not being able to get inside the White House outfit.
He's trying to take the oath of office and he can't get his hand.
So Meghan can't take it. So now she has to chime in and make this comment, which is kind of laughable now because where did she end up? Back in the United States, and Trump was still president.
It's really the moment that I go, we film Suits in Toronto, and I might just stay in Canada.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Uh-oh.
Right? I mean, but come on, like, if that's really the reality that we're talking about, come on, that is a game changer in terms of how we move in the world here.
Wait, what? Did anybody understand that? Let's hear that again.
Uh-oh.
Right? I mean, but come on, like, if that's really the reality that we're talking about, come on, that is a game changer in terms of how we move in the world here.
Meghan's trying to sound somewhat smart here, but it's not working. And Francesca interrupts her, and you could see she's irritated. Watch Francesca take a dig at Meghan.
Not all of us have shows that film. All of us have shows that film out.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, man.
Let's film in New York.
I was saying he better build that wall to keep me in.
No. I think John McCain said he wouldn't vote for him, right? Do you believe him?
Well, I mean, everybody.
That was like, that's what he said.
Well, that's what he said. But think about the other part of it too. It's like, yes, of course Trump is divisive. Think about just female voters alone, right? I mean, like, I think it was in 2012. Like, the Republican Party lost the female vote by 12 points.
That was
That's a huge number. And with as misogynistic as Trump is and so vocal about it, that's a huge chunk of it. You're not just voting
For a woman, if it's Hillary just because she's a woman, but certainly because Trump has made it easy to see that you don't really want that kind of world that he's painting.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Will you two just shut up and go away?
Megyn didn't like this guy disagree with her one bit. Watch.
I mean, we just watched a video of two women being like, let me get a T, let me get a like, I mean, so like that argument doesn't really hold water anymore because people really do with Trump. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I think that's what happens when you eat too much fast food.
because what you said, it doesn't seem to have an effect on so many people.
Isn't it crazy?
I agree with you. I don't know what's
That was
what
black.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. What black? Yeah.
Women.
No, I know.
Listen,
But just
all your
two of
skin
them.
folk ain't your kinfolk.
She's gonna be the nominee. What's the best way to attack Trump? Because none of this stuff
She
works.
got to attack Trump like Eminem attacked himself in the last scene of 8 Mile.
Okay.
He just goes out there and calls himself trailer park trash and admits everything he's done wrong. And
That's
like,
what you should do?
I think that Hillary needs to be super direct with him and say, explain to me exactly how you're going to take down ISIS. You know what, actually? Explain it to me like I'm a woman. Just like I'm dumb.
But at the same,
Because his whole thing is that
Yeah, Megsy's struggling with the power dynamics in this debate.
he looks down at women, so just go straight for the jugular and say, explain it to me like I'm so stupid.
Any of that.
but telling Hillary to keep it straight is like the biggest joke
I
I've
just
ever
mean in the
heard.
sense
I
that,
mean,
like, he speaks in these big generalities.
Right.
So say to him, actually explain to me what you're going to do.
Do you think Hillary needs Bernie's support, or is it just her against Trump? Does she need
To rally all those people, or?
Look, I don't think at this point it's necessary. I think at a certain point, yes, it's going to have to happen. But, like, do we need to get all hands on deck at this point? Hillary is in a really strong position right now. Just look at how much she's
Had in donations for her campaign. Like, I think Trump's raised, what, like 12, 20 million, something like that. She's raised 200 and something million from supporters.
She lost to Bernie last night.
But there's
Yes, I know, but look, it wasn't that vast, and it was close.
Megyn's desperately trying to get her point across because the panel's not feeling it. But watch her face when Francesca interrupts again.
But she still has so much headway. Like,
the big concern for me
The big concern for me. The big concern for me.
is I'm
I know,
seeing
still, people are still feeling the burn. Huh?
no, come on.
well, and that's the thing is there. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that, but
Megyn's so uncomfortable here. Look at her playing with her hair, her neck, and her jaw is tense. And the reason why is that she can't do anything that's not scripted. This is uncomfortable for her.
I'm seeing a lot of people say that they're not going to vote if she gets the nomination, and that really scares me.
Even against Trump, you think people?
I've seen too many people saying that, and it really pisses me off because it's like if you go to a shoe store and they don't have your shoe, you don't burn the.
What's clear here in this dynamic is that Francesca is the dominant one in this conversation, and Megyn is uncomfortable. You notice Megyn won't assert herself if she's in the presence of alpha females or someone who she's intimidated by, like Catherine. This woman, I believe, she was intimidated by, and you can see the fake laughs, the not being confrontational, but she is not happy about this.
Have your shoe, you don't burn the store down. You know what I mean? Some of us would still like to buy a sensible flat. Seriously, some people are going to have to suck it up come November, and I just don't want to see people throw their vote away because Bernie didn't get the nomination. I just think that that's stupid.
And because Megyn is so intimidated by her, she actually concedes to her as an effort to make her like her, because you could tell this woman, Francesca, is not feeling Megyn one bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's crazy if you think that it's really going to put people in a position where they don't feel mobilized to vote at all. I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right as well. Obviously, Bernie has.
Yeah, you're right as well. Obviously, Bernie has.
This killed Megyn having to do this.
this is wild. Like, I don't know what to do. I really don't. I don't know who I'm voting for. Like, I'm just, election day is coming. I might take more drugs than usual that day, man.
We just kind of don't care about some dumb prince and his stupid wife.
This was such a bad debate, and no doubt that Meghan was intimidated. She couldn't hold her own. But the funniest part was the very end. Like, I could watch this 1,000 times over. Check this out. Poor Meghan, always finding herself in group situations where people just completely ignore her. I mean, like, nobody wants to hug her. Nobody wants to pay her any attention. Like, no wonder why this video has been buried. But anyhow, what do you guys think? I think that she didn't enjoy this interview because it wasn't scripted. She wasn't the center of attention, and there was an alpha female present, and she couldn't handle it. But definitely leave your thoughts below. As always, I will be back with more content. But until then, please be safe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Such a fraud.